Quiet on the set. Good evening, everyone. My name is Cousin Gibbard Suede, recovering alcoholic country and western singer that never was, but now is given a second chance to do what I've always wanted to do, which is to perform live in front of a wonderful audience such as yourselves. And once again, it'll be done through the magic of live on tape. I don't need my name on this devil's roll. I wish an angel would save my soul. For surely heaven is the place to be. I'm a country singer, Lord. Make an exception for me, 'cause you know, yes you know, I'm good for a party. And every cowboy and cowgirl is good for a party. I've been 40 days in the pouring rain, sad and sore with a leg that's lame, from a horse I never said with my friend. Snake bite just above my wrist. When I go to shoot, I always miss. My blood and bones want this cattle drive to end. With money to burn and a gambler's pride, I've been wishing tonight to find lady love. 'Cause life is more than a Sunday drive. Where can a cowboy, where can a cowgirl, where can a cowboy get a trip? I trim my pony for a big set of wheels, 275 20s just to feel. Rubber screaming, I'm never twisting and bled. With money to burn and a gambler's pride, I'll be wishing to die to find lady luck. 'Cause life is more than a Sunday drive. Where can a cowboy, where can a cowgirl, where can a cowboy, where can a cowboy get a trip? Oh yeah. Everyone for a Cadillac. Mustang's got no room in the back, and speaking for, you just pay for the name. But a 4x4 with a long truck bed, all dressed up in cherry red. Now that's a pickup that can play the game, play the game, play the game. With money to burn and a gambler's pride, I've been wishing tonight to find lady luck. Life is more than a Sunday drive. Where can a cowboy, where can a cowgirl, where can a cowboy, where can a cowboy get a trip? Where can a cowboy get a truck? Can a cowboy get a truck? Cornfields, got a garden in the yard. I've learned to make some whiskey, so there you are. Sun greets me in the morning, says I'm doing alright. The universe speaks to me most every night. Give me that good country living. It's not the taking that I like, and to get together, I just say out of sight. People are real, people are friendly, and the country living really sends me, Pilgrims walk from the highway and down along dirt road. Sits my mansion on the hill, makes me feel rich as gold. The bones are strong and sturdy, though I need some fixing up. That's all in the future. Presently, I should fill my cup. Give me that good country music. It's not the taking that I like, together, or as I say, out of sight. People are real, people are friendly, and the country living really sends me, really sends me. I've had enough of the city life, traffic jams all day and night. Give me open skies to see the stars, so close to heaven, that's where we are. Miles and miles of cornfields, got a garden in the yard. I've learned to make some whiskey, so there you are. The sun greets me in the morning, says I'm doing alright. The universe speaks to me most every night. Give me that good country living. It's not the taking that I like, and I get together, or as I say, out of sight. Yeah, nothing beats it. How did we live this long? A little bit wiser, who said we can't have fun? Now I ain't asking you to go back in time, but maybe right now we could bend the lines. 'Cause what we don't do, things we will regret. There's a spark in our hearts, and life ain't over yet. Stand up if you wanna have fun. Stand up if your heart's still young. Stand up, dance with no regrets. Stand up, life ain't over yet. Now I ain't asking you to go back in time, but maybe right now we could bend that line. 'Cause what we don't do, things we will regret. There's a spark in our heart, and life ain't over yet. Stand up if you wanna have fun. Stand up if your heart's still young. Stand up, dance with no regrets. Stand up, life ain't over yet. Stand up if you wanna have fun. Stand up, your heart's still young. Stand up, dance with no regrets. Stand up, life ain't over yet. Yes, stand up for your right to have fun with country. Well, maybe we should just sit down now, because we're going to do one of the 10 greatest sad songs in his life, the Troubadour Sessions. And people always ask me, well, how do I get it? Well, you don't get it through the internet. It's cash, $15, either one of my concerts or sometimes at a coffee shop. Now, you understand that some people just don't understand the practicality of cold, hard cash. Trust me, I know from experience, if you are in a jam, in the middle of nowhere, Visa, MasterCard, debit, Bitcoin won't pull you out of the mud. But a farmer with a tractor who loves cash will. Remember that. This is called And Everybody Who Wears the Blues. It's the last one on the CD. I feel kinda down tonight. Got nobody to hold me tight. No, I'm over you, except the parts that I want to do. We are never meant to be. Could not stop us from crying. Now let me try that all again, sorry. I'm kinda... You'll understand in a few minutes why I'm not so coherent tonight or smooth. I feel kind of down tonight. Got nobody to hold me tight. No, I'm long over you, except the parts that I want to do. We are never meant to be. Could not stop us from trying. No one learns from history. Love always takes its time and dying. Open wounds and battle scars sadly make us who we are. Broken-hearted memories. Sergeant Pepper play a tune for everyone who wears the blues. How many times has this been played? 1,000 more with each new day. Love looking for the heart of gold suddenly runs out of road. We are never meant to be. Could not stop us from trying. No one learns from history. Love always takes its time and dying. Open wounds and battle scars sadly make us who we are. Broken-hearted memories. Sergeant Pepper play a tune for everyone who wears the blues. I don't know, my friends, if I can do this all again. Deep inside I hear a voice. You know you have no other choice, because love makes the world go round. It can lift you up when you are falling down. Sometimes a dream you dream is meant to come true. A good heart will come, give all its love to you. And everyone who wears the blues, and everyone who wears the blues, love always has a place for you. Thank you very much. That is the 10th sad song on the CD, 10 greatest sad songs in his life, the Troubadour Sessions. And now I'm going to make an excuse for my jazzing up that song early on. And as promised, last week, I said I would be monogamous and I would drink water. And so it's, let's say it's not my accustomed drink, but let's have a drink. You can still do whatever you want with your beverage, but I did make a promise that I would be monogamous and I would drink water tonight. So I'm gonna have a drink here. And the thing about that is I drink the required amount of water per day that is recommended. I would not have room for alcohol. And that would not be healthy for me. Now, I heard somebody say that at the liquor store. It didn't come from me, but I could relate. Yes, they said that at the liquor store. Okay, let's move on to Miss Maejorie DuPont's The Love of My Life That I Let Slip Away. We're still discussing the legal terms of reimbursement. Anyways, Miss Maejorie DuPont, The Love of My Life That I Let Slip Away. It is her word of the week. And last week I left you with synchronicity. Synchronicity. You might have had a hard time finding that one because I looked everywhere and I think she slipped that one by me. And the definition is the simultaneous occurrence of two or more nasty events that are not coincidence in response to a sin or offense. I better say that again. The simultaneous occurrence of two or more nasty events that are not coincidence in response to a sin or offense. And she would say to me, Gibbard, you are prone to say things without thinking that people may not appreciate in the slightest. And as you continue to dig yourself deeper into trouble, they are required to throw things at you from multiple universes at the same time, i.e. the balcony, the main floor, backstage, etc., etc. It is not called synchronicity, it is called synchronicity. Synchronicity. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So if I write a song called synchronicity, I won't be copyright infringing on the police. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Now I'm happy to confess that I am a faithful convert of jukebox country music. And I get to play homage to the country stars of the 50s and 60s who brought the 45s to life. And I have something for you. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about a 45, and I said that it was missing this, which is a spindle adapter. We're missing this, right? And that is not to scale. Well, the person, God love him, set it back in. So there it is, everyone. So I could play that on a phonograph and be able to hear that song now. Now, the interesting thing, somebody else sent me this. And this is an 8-track tape, so-called because each of the 4 programs is comprised of 2 tracks playing simultaneously. It was popular in the mid-60s to the early 80s, mostly in the United States, Canada, and the UK. They play continuously on an endless loop. So you can plug it in and you could just party all night with it. Make sure you got a good one. But were replaced by the smaller, more convenient cassette. And I I'll explain the person on this here after I do this song. And it's called Lonesome 77203. Had our numbers changed today, although I hated to. Each time the phone would ring, I'd want to speak to you. And it hurts telling you're not here with me. Maybe now the telephone will let me be. It's not in the book now, so you might want to write it down. Just in case your love for me should ever come around. You might want to come and break the news to me. Just call Lonesome 77203. Beside me all the time, hoping you might want to call and say you changed your mind. If you do, then darling, you know where I'll be. I'm in Lonesome 77203. You're the only one giving our new number to. So now if the telephone rings, I'll know it's you. If you ever long for love that used to be, just call Lonesome 77203. Just call Lonesome 77203. Yes, that is called Lonesome 77203. And it was performed by Hawkshaw Hawkins, who got his start in music after trading 5 trapped rabbits for his first guitar. This was his biggest hit, Lonesome 77203, and sadly released 3 days before he was killed in a plane crash, which also killed Patsy Cline. Very sad indeed. Okay, we need to move on because it's time for personal advice for your social life, whether you want it, need it, ask for it, pay for it, etc. It's coming to you anyways. And this week is unusual. And I better take my glasses off just to make sure that it is true. Because we should all have a drink. I'm going to have monogamous water myself, but you can have red wine, white wine, whiskey, like a cocktail, or you can even have a soda pop if that's what you want. But let's have a drink here, just to wet our whistles. There is a card, as usual, but it is still in its plastic. And if I could ever get this open, Mr. JimmyJack did not write anything in there. So maybe not only is he taking me to cleaners, maybe he's having some issues with Mr. AI guy. I will still read the card to you, because it's still a pretty card, and maybe I'll use it someday. It says, to encourage you, dear friend, Hope these encouraging words will convey how often you are thought of in a warm and caring way. And hoping that the winds will soon change, blowing away the clouds and rain, and that very soon the sun will shine on you again. So Mr. AI guy has a heart. Obviously hasn't touched Mr. JimmyJack, but Mr. JimmyJack did send me something separate. And there you go. Handwritten, hand-colored. And it starts off, Dear Gibby, though we are not cousins, we are related by fortune because it was your misfortune to totally misjudge the amount of gas in your car, and I charge you a fortune to pull you out of hell. And I'm not going anywhere near that anymore because every time that I discuss it with somebody, it costs me more money in lawyers. He continues, you should stay home at night like me and read books. Lots of books. Books that are good for you, but I know you are not very good at paying attention to things that will make you better. And there's no, he has sent me the following, I'm going to show you the following book, COD, and in 3 weeks I am to send it back to him prepaid. I'm going to show it to you right now. Don't go away. It's a thick book. And what to say, it's called The Complete Idiot's Guide to Grammar and Style. But he has underestimated my English disabilities. He can think he's the grammar police, but he don't know nothing about nothing. And irregardless, I think my styling is fashionably and linguistically correct. Ain't that right? Thank you. I don't think, I'm just going to send it back to him because there's no way I can read a book that thick in 3 weeks. But anyway, he continues. He says, so if you must drink, though I strongly recommend against it, then drink at home. You don't need to tip anybody, and at some point you can take your empty bottles back to the beer store and recoup some of your wasted money. So this sinful activity won't be a total loss. Sincerely, JimmyJack, RR number 9. P.S. You can only lose with Mr. Booze. Well, to me, if a person chooses to stay home, they would have to go to the internet to find temptation, if they're so inclined. But for me, it's the neon lights and loud music that makes living justifiable at any cost. Hallelujah. You are not who you are until you drink in a bar. Amen. Okay. So now, if I may, I'm going to do the encore song, and I'm going to get my keyboard here, my magic capo. And you know who I want to try to sound like. But only K.D. Lang can sound like RKO. And at the height of Roy Orbison's popularity, 22 of his songs placed on the U.S. Billboard Top 40 chart. 6 were in the top 5, and he had 2 that were number 1. I think that's amazing. And gentlemen, this is the last song, slow song, in the series, the 10 greatest sad songs in his life. So please ask your partner to dance if you know it's good for you. As for me, I will never be able to dance with Miss Maejorie DuPont, the love of my life, the lad let slip away, ever again under the current circumstances, unless health freezes over. And I'm not going to discuss it because some things are personal, and maybe if I had a few too many, it would come out. But right now, because I'm drinking water monogamously, you can have whatever you want, and I'm just going to leave it at that if you don't mind, please. Dance was crowded at the Mission tonight. The band hits it right with every tune. I get to play my guitar in the spotlight. No one gets to see the dark side of my moon. World will never know why I sing the blues. Only you know I will never dance with you. There are ties I bind and vows that should not break, and wandering eyes sworn to keep the truth. There are passions in life need to escape, but there are men of honor, and so we sing the blues. World will never know why I sing the blues. Only you know I will never dance with you. All right, gentlemen, dip your part now. Okay, bring her back up now, if you can. I was told you can be anything you want to be, and if you believe your dreams will come true, close enough to touch, yet we're hands away, 'cause I can never, I will never dance with you. The dance was crowded at the Mission tonight. The band hits it right with every tune. I get to play my guitar in the spotlight. No one gets to see the dark side of my moon. World will never know why I sing the blues. Only you know I will never dance with you. World will never know why I sing the blues. Only you know I will never dance with you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for singing along. It's greatly appreciated. And now this will be my closing argument, if I may. This concludes the series featuring the 10 greatest sad songs. The 10 greatest sad songs in his life. We did survive them, and we are better people for the experiences. Now, there is a reason why day follows night, and wrong is never right. When you fill your soul with the magic of music, there is no vacuum. And whenever you can, please share. You could even stand up and share the joy you receive. Now, this is not the end of me. I'm going to take a little break to figure out what I'm going to do next. But there are things coming up, so stay tuned. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Yes, thank you so very much for being with me through these shows. And until next time, good night.